tonight. Governor Basio II swears in Catherine Ubi as the clerk of Cross River State House of Assembly. Cross River State Executive Council approves completion of Adiabo Ikoneto Bridge. Plus, heads of federal establishments sue for preservation of lost tropical rainforest to promote ecotourism. Details and more shortly. A very good evening to you and welcome to the news. I am Justina Etem. The Cross River State Governor, Senator Basio II, is tasking leaders on the need to uphold the virtues of courage, truth, and integrity in all situations, observing that this is critical to sustenance of egalitarian society. The governor stated this while swearing in Catherine Ujong Ubi as the substantive clerk of the Cross River State House of Assembly. Correspondent reports.
Catherine Ubi is the most senior officer who has served as deputy clerk of the House and as such entitled to serve as the new clerk after the former left office. Although some political maneuvering almost cost her that position, but with the facts coming to light, Governor Basio II approved the appointment of Ubi as the substantive clerk and suspended the Assembly Service Commission for misguided information. Today, Governor II is formally swearing in the superior officer, Catherine Ubi, as the substantive clerk of the Cross River State House of Assembly, describing her office as one of the vital tools which serves as a link, boosting cordial relation between the legislature and the executive.
It is always very good to stand on the part of justice than to inflict pain or problem just to assuage our egos. Cross River State is one family. All we want and share is to build a strong, virile, and an egalitarian state that people will be proud of. We'll continue to strengthen the legislature to make sure that we deliver on the right and appropriate platform to our people.
In a citation read by the Deputy Majority Leader of the Cross River State House of Assembly, Davis Etta, the new clerk is described as a hard-working and seasoned administrator with a passion to impact positively. The newly sworn-in clerk appreciates the efforts of Governor II administration aimed at bringing succor to the people.
I would like to thank Your Excellency, the sweet prince of Cross River State. You are really sweet. And you have brought a season of sweetness to the people of Cross River State. We are just not talking because we want to talk, but that is what is on ground. And everybody is saying that. Permit me to bring a typical example. One of my domestic staff went to market last month and came back and said, "Ha, Sweet Prince has done market people well." I said, "What has he done this time?" He said that the taxes, levies, and all of that, all these tickets that they used to pay between 800 to 1,000 and something, they now pay 100 naira a day. So you can imagine the difference that the people are so happy.
It would be recalled that the 10th Assembly, under the leadership of Elvet Ayambem, had earlier rejected the appointment of Patrick Edi as clerk of the House, after gathering that the Assembly Service Commission misled the governor by recommending him for the clerkship position, which is based on hierarchy. In Calabar, Justina Etem, NTA News.
The Adiabo Ikoneto Bridge, which has been abandoned for many years, and other infrastructural projects across the 3 senatorial districts of the states have received attention of government. Correspondent reports that the Cross River State Executive Council gave approval for completion of the project, while approval was also granted for road interventions in Yaka, Ikom, and Yala local government areas during its meeting. Executive Council meeting, Governor II presented vehicles to commissioners to ease mobility needs and enhance their duties.
We are not going to forget even civil servants in this particular capacity building that we are trying to make sure that everybody benefits. So today we are handing over to the commissioners. It is truly a call to greater service, as this is going to increase your mobility and will allow you to be able to commute between the headquarters and, of course, with your people. to make sure that the different projects that we are sending to the local government, we are sending to the wards, are delivered at the highest level.
Commissioner for Works Pius Ampo briefed journalists on decisions taken concerning infrastructure developments.
The construction of Adiabo Ikonotu Bridge, as is known by all, this project was initiated during the military era over many years ago, and there had never been a time any government, successive government, have made it possible, deem it fit, to give a touch, on that project. Some will say, look at how bogus the project looks, looking at the terrain, may feel that it is no longer doable. And so one will wonder why would such government, neglect such a sensitive project, whereas it is, a very good diversion, to Calabar. So I want to thank His Excellency the Governor for deeming it fit to bring this project, and today I also want to thank the members of the Cross River State Executive Council for approving this project. History has been made that the Cross River State Executive Council, under the leadership of Senator Prince Bassey Derotu, have approved, the compensation, that for the construction of Calabar Itu Road.
The State Executive Council also considered a memo proposed for establishment and empowerment of 2,000 persons in catfish farming. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News. Nigerians have been encouraged to protect the forest and avoid deforestation activities while utilizing attractions available in the country rather than traveling abroad for leisure and relaxation. This was the central message at the 334th meeting of Association of Heads of Federal Establishments, Cross River State Chapter at the Cross River National Park, Akamba. Paul Abel reports.
The 334th monthly general meeting of the Association of Heads of Federal Establishments is holding at not the regular environment, but at the Cross River National Park. And the essence is to create that awareness on the need to protect the forests and mitigate the impact of climate change. With the regular meeting concluded, members proceeded on a field trip to the Erocute tourist camp to experience the beauty of nature and the large tropical rainforest in the country.
I'm going to advise every one of us, as a head of establishment, as a politician, that we have our tourist centers in Cross River State. So we should encourage our tourist centers so that we should stop traveling out for tourist purposes. That we have to take this message to others, that a lot of activities that are happening here that we don't know. And we should also encourage our citizens to stop cutting up trees.
Cross River National Park represents the last hope of still having tropical rainforest in Cross River State. We are very much vested with the alarming rate of destruction of forests outside the park. So we call on the Cross River State government to support Cross River National Park. Let us protect this last of the tropical rainforest. And anytime we have tourists, all the people that come for Cross River State Carnival, if they know they have ecotourism destination, many will love to visit nature. And we are encouraging all of us, you in the media, let the message go wide.
The trip took members on a 3-kilometer walk into the forest, where they were exposed to various species of trees and plants, as well as their importance to man. During the walk, the team also witnessed the arrest of illegal loggers in the park.
There are many medicinal plants here, and which need to be researched on for the better of good health of Nigerians.
We know that the place is very hot now because of the green gas effect. So this forest, when they maintain it, it helps to control it. It helps to take in the carbon dioxide that our factories are making. It filters off the carbon dioxide and put in more oxygen. When you have more oxygen in your system, you don't have free radicals. So common illnesses, cancers and all that. If you have more nature things and then we develop it, we know how to harness it and have more natural protein.
I have come here seeing nature and be in love with nature. If I have the opportunity, I'll bring my family so that we put up either 2 or 3 days here.
The message here is that everyone has a duty to protect the forest. From the Cross River National Park here in Akamkpa, I am Paul Abel, NTA News.
And that's all on the online news for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful time.